regardless of their talent, regardless of how high they were drafted. The ideal situation is to fill that huddle with as many veteran players as possible. The quarterback's going to be young.
Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Throwing now from the gun. Oh, intercepted. What a bad start on the 3rd play. And he's going to give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. They're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
First carry now for Kenneth Walker. Here's 2nd and 9.
There we go,
Working out of the gun, Smith. He'll let this go towards the end zone. Whoa! And the Texans are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set. Now, problems. He loses the football near his own goal line. And this is taken in by the defense. Jason Myers on to attempt the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Seahawks will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Here's Darius Davis to return it. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. Back to throw here to begin the drive. He'll throw it left and has his running back. A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Back to throw. Throwing right. It's taken in. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. They'll run it here. It is the rookie from Tennessee. A nice nimble run as he manages to pick up 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Quick throw here is complete. And the Texans are going to be looking at a 1st and goal. He's out of bounds at the 3-yard line. A 1st down on a gain of 11. Ball sitting on the 3. It is 1st down and goal. On play action, he'll set up to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Nico Collins was the intended receiver there, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
They'll look to throw. That one taken in. Nico Collins. Touchdown, Houston. On now for the extra point. Here's Will Riker. The kick is good. And the Texans will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. So back to level after the touchdown. In time for the kickoff. Couldn't take the chance. They're going to return it from the goal line. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Hey, go flip her up. Check 58. No ball.
Play action now. And the rush too strong. They're in there in a flash for the sack. A tight end in motion now. They'll run right. Here's Walker.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in him.
Hey, trio left.
From the shotgun, Smith. That'll be caught. It's Metcalf. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. They'll run the draw with Walker. And a pickup of 3 or maybe 4. Kalen Bullock there on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Gino. Quick throw, taken in. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Harris Evans on the scoreboard. Greg and I back in the Great Northwest in a moment. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Ready.
Gino to throw. They try to set up the screen, but this one doomed from the start. It's incomplete.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Smith. Quick throw, out wide. It's caught. And he's in! By John Thornton. Touchdown, Seattle. It's his second touchdown of the year.
And that was just a great drive. Really, from start to finish, Mike, you could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm. Mix in run, mix in pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession worked to perfection. You can sustain the drives like that, come away with touchdowns. Man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Davis now to return it. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now a deep ball here for Collins.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly, and even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, ball's on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another first down.
Let's go now.
They'll look to throw yet again. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
Ready up.
Back to the air one more time. That's into the hands of Dell on the right side. Here comes 3rd and 6. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. Give him 14 on that one. It's good for a Texans first down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
He'll tuck it and take off.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on first down.
Now they'll set up to throw. That is caught. And he's in. Tank down. Touchdown, Texans.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Here comes the return from a yard or 2 deep. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10.
Here we go, hey.
The tight end Fant in motion. On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Throwing on second down, Smith. And this one is intercepted. Derek Stingley comes up with it. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
Mike, there's usually such a comfort level when the guy playing quarterback behind center is a veteran. They've seen a lot of ball. You can trust them to make good decisions. And then every once in a while, one just gets away, and that's just simply a bad ball, a bad mistake. You're not going to get away with it at this level.
Off-balance throw. It's complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A third touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
The return starts from the 5. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
Hey, we go.
On first down is Smith. They'll try to set up the screen here with Walker. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. We're back to Seattle after this.
Hey, here we go, hey. 13 there. We go, sit up.
A second down throw for Smith. There's the big tight end, Fant. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Smith to throw on 1st and 10. He'll get this complete to Walker. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. Smith now to throw on 1st down. And he'll take it on in. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. Touchdown, Seahawks. Now the point after try from Myers. He's got it. And the Seahawks will even the score. It's now 21 all. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. This is taken in at the goal line. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. In trouble, and down he goes. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half. Well, he needed to get rid of that one, but he holds on. Going to lose yardage. It'll be credited as a sack.
I understand what he's trying to do, Mike. He's thinking, can I extend this play? Can I get out of the pocket and buy some time for my receivers? But on these early downs, that's a ball that just needs to be thrown away.
And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
The Texans getting all set to punt, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. Now on the return, he has lost the football. Special teams has come up with the recovery. And he's going to take it in for the touchdown. Whoa! Have a friend in the right spot at the right time. The fumble, not a turnover, but a TD. And special teams changes the momentum. Right after a 3-and-out, you think you're getting the ball back instead. Not just a turnover, Greg, but a touchdown the other way.
Yeah, and you can just see their body language. The wind has come out of their sails. The offense is fired up. Great job, defense. You force a 3-and-out, and you got your helmet on. You think you're about to take the field and get a possession. Next thing you know, disaster strikes. Not only the turnover, Mike, the scoop score, and they take it back for 6.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. A safe kick taken at the 5. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The tight end Fant in motion.
Here we go.
They go play action with Smith. That's complete. It's Metcalf. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. A huge play just before the half. 31 yards. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, Simon.
Working out of the gun, Smith. He'll throw it left and has his running back. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
They were able to complete this pass, but how often do we see these running backs run these angle routes and they catch it in stride and run a hole through the defense? So, I know the defense gave up some yards here, but it could have been a lot worse.
And he's going to be taken down. And the offense will take one here. Timeout with 6 left on the second quarter clock. About 19 yards on that one. And they're in business. It's 1st and goal.
Here we go, Simon.
They'll motion over Metcalf. Here's Walker. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So they send out Jason Myers for this field goal. This, about as short as you can get. He has to drive this through the rain, but he does. The kick is good. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17, as we'll send you over to Orlando, our EA Sports halftime report with the coach. Jonathan, all yours. Coach, thank you. And the rain only intensifying as the teams are back out here for what figures to be a sloppy second half to come. rain not letting up. It continues to be a factor here as we get back underway in the second half. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
This drive starts on the ground with Walker. Room up the sideline at the 45. And he'll be out of bounds, but they move it down to the 25-yard line. A big one there to start the second half. 45 yards. They'll go play action. It's Smith. That is brought in at the 10. That's a gain of 16 yards, and it sets up 1st and goal.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
Inside the 5, it is 2nd and goal.
Ready.
One more time with Walker. Hard running close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him just short. Half yard, that's all they need on this 3rd and goal. They'll run the sneak, and he will drive his way into the end zone. Geno Smith, touchdown Seattle. Certain quarterbacks have a knack for that, and he finds the space to get in the end zone for the touchdown, Greg.
Yeah, just a good old-fashioned quarterback sneak. Kind of a play that's taken the league by storm. Not necessarily the tush-push like we see up in Philly, but just as effective here, Mike.
Myers, good on the extra point. And the Seahawks go up by a field goal as they lead it by 3. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here's Darius Davis from his end zone. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Back to throw here to begin the drive. That's over the middle and intercepted. It's the safety, Julian Love. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
This is something we see so often out of these young quarterbacks, Mike, is their inability to manipulate the defense. They kind of telegraph where they're going to go with their ball, with their eyes. And I'd love to see him the next time when he gets to the top of his drop. Look off the safety. Hold some of the underneath defenders from where you ultimately know you want to go with the ball. A lot of that just comes with experience.
The speed on display. He's in. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown Seahawks. Big play out of the running game as the back accelerates all the way to the house for the rushing touchdown.
And Mike, when we talk about burst, that's what we're talking about. And they told us all week, be ready for this guy. He's got something special to him. And that long touchdown there is exactly what they're talking about.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Davis now to return it. And he'll get this up past the 20. And that's where they'll set up shop. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. From out of the gun, he'll throw. That's to the right side and incomplete.
This is a pass that just needs to be completed, Mike. The opportunity was there. His guy was open. They ran out of room a little bit there on the sideline. Couldn't quite get the ball up and down fast enough and ends up being thrown out of bounds.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. It's the safety, Julian Love. And he's going to be out of bounds, but quite a turn of events here. He has set up the offense with 1st and goal.
So often, Mike, defenders are just happy the ball ends up in his hands, but not this guy. I mean, the catch was one thing, but then the party really got started. I mean, look at this return. He gets one block. He gets another. He's got teammates springing him all over the field, and this offense is lucky this didn't go all the way back for a pick 6.
Trying to create some space, but will not find much. He'll get a yard. They'll mark it at the 3. The ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
Here's Gino. That is caught to the goal line and in. Noah Fant. Touchdown, Seattle. That is a dream scenario. The offense handed the ball 1st and goal. And Greg, they take it to the end zone for 6.
They're not going to have many easier drives than that, Mike. I mean, to get the ball not only in a short field, but in a goal-to-go situation, you don't get a lot of those chances. You have to cash them in, and that's exactly what they were able to do.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Davis now to return it. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. Throwing now on 1st and 10. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. They'll get 11 there, and that's a quick 1st down.
And these are the throws that when they evaluate young quarterbacks coming out of college, they want to see you be able to make. Everyone worries about how far you can throw the ball, and while that's certainly important, to be able to make the throws from sideline to sideline, especially in those intermediate zones, drive the ball through space, because in this league, an open window is going to close in a hurry. I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Well, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
They'll look to throw again. He's got his running back downfield, and it's complete. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. They'll look to throw yet again. Good blocking, and he's in. Touchdown, Texans. Reichert now to add the extra point. His kick is good. And the Texans are able to cut the deficit to 10. Reichert out now following the touchdown as he kicks this one away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
Hey, here we go, hey.
The tight end Fant in motion. Play action now. It's Gino. That's complete to Metcalf. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Mike, it just seems like certain games each week just align for matchups like we're seeing today. Just two quarterbacks trading blow for blow, putting on a show for their respective teams. Let's see if he can finish this drive off with another touchdown following that big play.
They run with Walker. Space to run inside the 20. And he'll be taken down.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half. And he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the third. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10.
Hey, we're going to sit on. We're going to sit on.
Once again, it's Walker.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2.
Ready. Hold.
They'll run for the first time with their fullback. And he'll lose yardage here. The defense standing strong in the red zone. They drop him back at the 10.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
There we go, sit on.
Smith from the gun on 3rd down. And this is too far over the end line. It's incomplete.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6? Anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant foot, your balance, your control, your footing. It's so important, and give credit. He does a great job here, able to put that one through.
And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. He'll let this one go deep down the right sideline.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Downfield, got a man, and he's got it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Back to the air one more time. Now a loose football. One of his teammates there to take it back in.
Well, fortunately for this quarterback, Mike, thanks to the alert play by one of his teammates, they're going to prevent this from being a turnover. It's just so hard as the quarterback. You're trying to keep your eyes downfield. You're trying to keep the plays alive. You have to feel the rush. You have to understand when that clock's going off. That ball either needs to come out or it certainly needs to be protected.
He will let this go. Deep downfield for Dell. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
This has been tough to watch, Mike, really for a lot of reasons. And when you talk to everybody around this building, they know the future of this organization rests on the shoulders of this young rookie quarterback. And there's going to be ups and downs. There's going to be missed throws and misreads. But 4 interceptions into today's game, you find yourself trailing here. At some point, they got to ask themselves, is this rookie giving us the best chance to win now, or are we just all in for the future?
1st and 10 now from the 36. The tight end Fant in motion. He'll keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the 4th quarter, which typically means I had to lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
On 2nd down, Walker. And that should be enough. He works his way forward to pick up a 1st down. From the shotgun, Smith. Connecting with the tight end. That's Fant. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Here's 2nd and 2. The run up the middle, it's Walker. And he is planted in the backfield. Defenders crashing through, blow up that play behind the line.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the 1st down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
17 yards on the gain, and now they've got 1st and goal.
This is the moment in the game, Mike, where it really matters to have a run game. You find yourself winning here late. You want to try to run the clock out and finish with the ball. And boy, do they ever. Give credit to this offensive line and running back. They came through when their team needed them the most. A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out front.
Here's a handoff to Walker. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
That's going to be caught. So add a couple more points, and they add to their lead. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Here's Darius Davis from his end zone. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. They'll look to throw here on first down. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here. And the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the ballgame. To the air now on first and 10. Now a deep ball here for Collins.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends it up being a wasted down.
Back to the air once more on second down. He's going to try it here again. And he'll be taken down at the 10-yard line. Here's a timeout, Houston. That's their second. And they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ballgame. So not quite first and goal. It's first and 10. They're pretty close. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play a man-to-man, and it's exactly what they...
And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. They do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his fourth touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away. And he's going to bring it out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter. So it's a win here for the Seahawks. It was a game playing a driving rainstorm, but they would not let the field or the conditions deter them in any way. They're going to come away from here with a well-earned victory. And that'll do it.